Good morning, guys! It's time for your morning latte. Hey, guys! Hi, good morning. Okay, that's all my energy for the day. Whew. Time I'll try to understand something. It's okay. You know, like Brian is talking. Let's talk today, guys. Let's talk about stuff today. Yeah, I love talking about stuff. Right. Yeah. I'm feeling a bit high energy today, so if you guys will, you know, will stay with me. And I'll do my best, and you guys entertain me. All right, how about that? You guys, it's like when you're in a Discord call with your friends. Conversation for extension. It's like when you guys are in a Discord call with your friends, you know, and then like they're streaming some game to you, and then you just have to sit there and talk to them while they're playing their game. Yeah, that's what you guys are to me today. Well done, you can rest now. Thank you. Almost 5 years, we still don't know why the game is called Knights of Ark. That's what I'm saying. He also has some latte around. Yeah, so I know it's a bit early to talk about next week's stream, but I was thinking this morning, actually like about half an hour ago, I was thinking I really want to do a heckin' karaoke stream next week. So I hope you guys look forward to that. We're doing karaoke stream next week. Yay! But more importantly, I've been learning a very special song, and I'm really excited actually. That's the reason why I'm so excited today. So yeah. I hope you guys are excited. It's mostly just for me because I like having a karaoke, but you know. Anyway, let's go to Area 51. Don't ask like I catch a stream. Hey, Latte. Hey, Z, it's good to see you again. I'm glad that you made it. I'll be honest, I completely forgot what's happening in this Arknights game, so we're just gonna speed through it and like not think too hard about it. Yeah. Watching streams is basically the evolution of hanging out with your friends' couch, tripping while they play. True! You're so right. So yeah, actually, if you guys are confused about the caption as well, I always write something in the caption. Sometimes it's boring, sometimes I don't write new things, but I usually write something new in the caption. But yeah, I decided last night, because I have a lot of thoughts and I don't like, You know, most streamers, or maybe not most streamers, but I know like there's a habit that some streamers have where they just like have thoughts in their brain throughout the day, and then they write it down in like a notebook, and then they regurgitate those on stream so they have more content. I thought about that several times. I think about it almost every week actually, but I never do it. And so this time I finally decided, because I use a lot of thoughts in my brain and I always forget everything. I've decided this week I'm gonna start writing them down into this notebook that I found. It's basically empty. It only has one thing on the first page, right? And I want to read that out loud to you because it's really funny. But I found this notebook. It's a fucking Harry Potter notebook, so I'm not really into Harry Potter anymore with everything that's happened. So, but anyway, I found it and it's empty, so I might as well use it. But on the first page, you guys, it says, in case of emergency, call, insert phone number. The phone number is not mine, by the way. I don't know whose phone number it is. I might call it one day just to find out. And then underneath that it says, unless it's a proper emergency. So I think this is gonna be a great start for my notebook of brain worms. So anyway, gonna build a chocolate conversation. Exactly, yeah. I want to carry this around. I'm gonna like have a pencil. I'm gonna put it onto it, and then I'm gonna like in mid conversation with somebody IRL, I'll be like, wait, hold on a minute, I need to write this down. I'll write it down in the middle of a conversation. So I said a lot of words just now. When I work at a billion thoughts and I tend to have a conversation head empty till someone says something, activate my brain. Exactly, right? It's like the neuron activation. So anyway, so now I decided I'm not gonna have new and original thoughts. I'm not gonna like think anything of the. I'm not gonna think about anything that's like particularly interesting. I'm just gonna write off until I can open my notebook and I'll read out what I have to say. So that'll be great and fun. Notebook, I just love brainstorming. Exactly. Hold on, I just need to find out what enemies are here, just so I have like an idea what to run. Sorry. It's gonna be full of stolen jokes? Oh, you bet. You think I'm the kind of person who creates new jokes? Nah. I would never. That's crazy, and it's a little bit above my pay grade, to be honest. It looks like we need to use a lot of arts damage, so I'll use a lot of arts damage. Your streams are gonna be scripted? Exactly. One of these days I will have a completely like pre-recorded stream and you guys will never know. Because that's how novel and exciting it'll be. Trust me, I'll even like I'll remove the chat for I'll turn off my chat for a while, and then you guys will have to guess what is scripted and what's not. Speaking of, I actually was thinking about getting a new overlay as well because I haven't had one in a while. I have a lot of thoughts, huh? I'm really like just rambling today, huh? Today I'm really just like on the heckin' psychosis medicine or whatever. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Please don't do new things. New things scare me. Well, change is an inevitability of life, but there are good changes and there are bad changes, and I will strive to only provide good changes for you guys. Like today, I've decided to become high energy, and I'm becoming like an extrovert, right? Like I'm talking really fast and really like. I hope you guys can understand. If you guys are like, you know, if English if English isn't your first language, I hope you guys can still understand. I'm sorry that I'm like, how do you call, making the stream less accessible for people who don't speak English as fluently. My apologies, but I feel like I'm popped up on like 50 tons of sugar right now. So, my bad. I feel like I might be saying things faster than you guys can type and chat, and that's like my bad, guys, my bad. I'll chill a little bit when we start playing, but oops, you know, that's crazy. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me. I'll use you. Good enough team comp, right? On the East Coast, you're talking like half the speed I'm used to. It's cool. Oh, sick. Nice. Wait, there's people that talk that fast? Okay, that's crazy. I actually wanna hear that now. I think even most native speakers can't comprehend what you're saying, even if they understand the words. Guys, Latte's just having a sugar rush or sanity drain. The stages will ruin your mood, don't worry. Alright, hope this newfound energy is sustainable. I don't think it is sustainable. Like by the half-hour mark, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have an energy crash, and then you guys will have to deal with like normal low energy. But it's okay, you know, it's okay. It's good to have a little bit of change and diversity in your day-to-day life, right? That's what I've heard at least. This is a surprisingly nice stage to use this character on. Yay! Maybe later though. So this. Anyway. Just got 2 hours and 30 minutes. No, this is just everything that I thought about in the last 5? This is just everything I've thought about in the last little while. Don't worry. But honestly, imagine speedrunning. Oh. Imagine somebody like speedrunning a live stream. That'd be kind of fun, no? That'd be kind of silly, I think. So, this might be okay. Yeah, this is probably fine. Maximum efficiency. Yeah, for the working kind of person, you know, the average kind of person, there's a lot of things to do in your day. There's a lot of work to be done. You know, the most optimal way to consume your streamer is by most optimal way to watch your streams is by watching it times 5 speed, and just so you can get all the information from that stream. While you can also, like, you know, so you can also get back to work, or if you don't want to work, you can also watch other streamers at times 5 speed, and that's how you consume all the content in the world. Really realistically, if you watch every single gaming stream on Twitch at times 5 speed, you'll actually be able to consume all the content from every single game that ever existed, to be honest. Yeah, have you ever guys tried that? Yeah? No, just me? Well, this is the dishes. That's it for today. Have a good night. Does Habbo Hotel ban any %? Oh shoot. What's a Habbo Hotel? Habbo Hotel? I don't think I've heard of that. Is it a new kind of genre of gaming that I'm unfamiliar with? I realize the Thorns is out of range right now. Oops. Oh, the stream was set up. Oh, actually, guys, I learned a new trick recently. Apparently, if you turn a stream, like, you know how sometimes like the stream delay feels like it's a lot bigger than it should be, all right? I heard that if you press ×2 speed, I think I mentioned this last stream, but if you like sometimes pressing the live button doesn't work well, and so I found out that if you press the ×2 button, like if you turn your stream to 2 times speed, you actually get to the live part much faster. I learned that recently. It's kind of interesting. You guys should try it. I wonder what ×2 latte sounds like, you know? That's how you get to double live for sure. The speedrun for everything. That's also fair. That's fair. I don't know if you guys have seen this new speedrun challenge on Twitch. There's a couple of big streamers that have been propagating it. It started with QT Cinderella. I know there's a streamer Point Crow who does speedruns generally. And basically the speedrun concept is is to name 100 women. Can be dead, but they have to be real women, and they have to be Googleable women, and they cannot be they cannot be named by like you can't say Obama's wife. You have to say Michelle Obama, right? Name 100 women challenge. You know, I don't know if I could do it. I barely know 100 people, to be honest. But like, I saw that. That's kind of fun. I saw that speedrun recently online. It's pretty cool. Tells that time of the Euro debuff is just too strong. Dang, that's rough. Yeah, it's really tough being halfway across the ocean, huh? They need to get better ocean internet. There are no women on the internet, so you can't Google them. There's an Arknights speedrun category. What does the Arknights speedrun category look like? What does the Arknights speedrun category look like? Hey, Philly Guardians, nice to see you again. But yeah, like, the naming 100 women challenge sounds kind of epic, even if I don't think I could do it. I think I'd take a very long time, and I don't think I'd be able to speedrun it well. I think I can name probably 30 women for sure. And then beyond that, beyond 30 women, I think I might be cooked. Kickstarter shared as a festival from a new account. Oh. Dang, well then you gotta get like really good at a gacha, right? Your gacha luck has to be really good, right? Am I stupid? There doesn't seem to be a lane. Oh wait, no, this is the lane, isn't it? The middle part. Oh, no time like the present. Let's let's get it. That's a character I want to use. I need you to have higher trust. We'll use you. We'll do that. But the present is already gone. The present is already gone. I'm already disappeared from the reality. What? I've already run out of things to say. You see, it's only been 15 minutes, you guys, and I've already run out of things. I've already said everything that's gone through my brain in the entire last week. Isn't that crazy? That's a lie, actually. I've gone through many. There's much more that's happened. But my eyebrow is itchy. Blech. You know what? I hate when okay. Okay, so niche complaint, but don't you guys hate it when you have like when your body part randomly develops an itch, right? Like okay, I understand the premise of itching, right? When your body starts itching is because it's an evolutionary advantage, because what if you have like ticks growing on your skin, right? If you start itching at it, that means you dislodge the invading creature. But also, your body lies to you. Honesty is. Okay. Anyway, your body lies to you sometimes, and then sometimes it's just like a heckin' random like skin piece that's like itching, and then it sucks because life sucks. And then you scratch at it, and then you actually just break the skin, and you allow for infection to come in, and that sucks. I think it's a evolutionary. This is one of the few things I think that evolution did for us poorly. That's got it. Yeah. I've only left to listen to a lot of different stuff. That's rough though, that's rough. How sharp are your fingernails? They're not that sharp, but like when you like, you know, you guys know that feeling when you have like an itch like really deep in your skin, or like that's how it feels. It's not really that it's like it's deep necessarily, but like you're looking for the specific spot where your skin is itchy, and then you're trying to like discern, like you're trying to pinpoint the exact location, but it doesn't. It seems to elude you no matter how hard you try. That is the thing that I hate the most. Right? You're just like, oh, my eyebrow is itchy, but is it really my eyebrow, or is it somewhere further up my scalp? You know? That is a heckin' like a strange and unusual torture right there. How fragile is your skin? My skin is actually pretty fragile. I have a very fragile skin, I guess. I had to bite to relieve the itch. I don't usually bite a lot. I'm not a big, when it comes to itches at least, I'm not a big biter. I get it in my hair because I have a big hair follicle usually, yeah. Right? And then or it's also like man, I'm trying to like find out what like, or like there's like an itch that just won't go away, right? Or like, you know when you have like a wound, or like a scab or something, and then that's healing, and it's like really itchy, right? And then you have the urge to scratch it, but it's also like you can't scratch it because if you do, you're gonna actually like make the injury worse, and you're gonna like peel the scab off. Right? I hate when that happens, because it's just like, why does it itch if no scratch, you know? Like, if it's itchy, why no scratch, you know? I think that's like an evolutionary disadvantage for humans, to be honest. When it comes to itches, do you bite? I usually bite my food. There are sometimes when like the itch is like really deep in my like hand or something, and like scratching it won't relieve it. Sometimes I will bite, but it's not very common. I'm not that big of a biter. You're telling me I started to itch all over. my bad. It's like, okay, to be honest though, I think it's like a heckin', I don't know, oversensitive skin, right? It's like nothing else. It's like when you're traumatized. This is a bad example, bad analogy, but it's like evolutionary disadvantage, right? When we were in the old days, when we had to like live out in the wild and stuff, we were prone to all sorts of bad bugs and stuff, and itching was really good, right? Scratching your itches was really good. But now that we're in a modern society where we don't really have like as much exposure to like insects who might cause us such bad things, right? It's quite bad. It's like when you're traumatized, and then you like you learn to cope with your trauma in a certain way, because like let's say like you have an abusive family member maybe, and then let's say like you end up using your clubbing response is basically to avoid them whenever they're in a certain kind of mood, right? Like let's just say, right? But then as when you escape that bad situation, you start sensing trauma and danger signals everywhere, even though there aren't any because you already left that family member. Like let's say like you hear a loud noise and you'll still flinch even though you know that's somebody yelling at you. Adaptability is a curse. That's what I'm saying. Well, probably even time we didn't have dedicated hands yet. I don't know about that one. I think it probably was around when we still had hands, but like, I can't be sure, to be honest. I will say I can't say for sure that must be the case. Anyway, that's a lot of words that I just said. I'm gonna have a dry mouth by the end of the stream today, I swear to God. The things that I do. Other animals also seem to have issues. Yeah, that's true, because like cats like to scratch themselves on like a heckin' scratching posts, right? But the difference is they can't like reach over with their heckin' long nails and then scratch themselves, right? And then so it's like it's a little bit better, I think. Although I can't imagine it's comfortable, right? Like, have you guys ever touched like a cat's scratching post? It's kind of like coarse and doesn't feel good. Like I've tried scratching an itch with something similar. It doesn't really work out for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just maybe it's just like a human thing. Oh, also similarly, I was thinking this recently. Isn't it really weird how like humans have like different levels of like hair, I guess? Like I was thinking this because I have a friend who has like leg hair, right? It's kind of toxic of me to say, but anyway, I have a friend who has leg hair, and I was like, we were just hanging out, right? And I was like, I looked at it, and I was thinking like, it's really weird how the leg hair only shows in the bottom part of like the calf area, but not in the like the thigh or the knees. You know, like why is hair coarse in specific areas but not in others? Isn't that weird? Because fur probably no, but it's like some people have really like coarse body hair, right? Some people have really thin body hair, right? On average, like women tend to have really thin like facial hair, right? Like I think most women do have a little bit of like fine hair across their face, but it's like not as coarse as like a lot of men might have it, right? And I was thinking that it's really weird how some people have like really coarse hair, and it's like also on the same body. Sometimes people will have coarser hair in some areas, but like really fine hairs in other areas. I wonder what the mechanics behind that. This is a really heckin' weird topic, by the way. This is a really weird topic, by the way. But like, I wonder what makes it so that people have like different, like what causes like this gradient of hair thicknesses, you know? I was thinking about that. I don't know. I want to read about it a little bit. Not because I'm like I care that much, I guess, but it's just like a morbid curiosity that I developed yesterday. The thing kind of hair found people's bodies called vellus hair. Oh shoot, there's a name for it. Okay, but I want to know like specifically why like hair can be thin or thick, right? And like it sometimes can be like gradients, right? Some people have like thin hair in some parts and thick hair in other parts, right? And then it's specifically like if it's like on the same body part, like leg hair, right? Again, why we don't have hair on our joints? Why do we have hair on the underside of our arm? That's also true. Why do we have hair on the underside of our arm? It's not like it's protecting us or anything, right? So it's like I don't know. There's a lot of mysteries of the human body, you know. Also, I found out that apparently one thing that's really interesting about chemotherapy in hair, like we all know that like if you've developed cancer and you have to take chemotherapy, depending on the kind of the degree of the treatment you get, then you might have to go bald basically because the chemotherapy kind of damages your hair follicles. But I found out apparently it also, after you stop chemotherapy, you can like it'll basically like re-roll your hair genes. Like hair genes apparently are kind of weird in the way that they're developed compared to other genes. And so apparently, if you get heckin', if you stop chemotherapy, you can just get a completely different like texture and color to your hair, which is wild. You like with hand green? Yeah, with hand green. That's where I found out from. It's mainly used for helping soap evaporate, where the thicker hair, terminal hair is to help protect from environments and pests. Oh, wait. That's interesting. Hair goes back different. My headphones dad went through that. Yeah, right. It's like it's so weird. Wait, but then okay, if thicker hair helps protect from environments and pests, why is it that men have thicker facial hair or thicker hair in general? To be honest, right? Like generally, like most of the women I know don't really have a lot of thick hair, except for on their head, right? And I'm wondering why that is. Right? Like evidently, like different genders have different biological differences. Like that's like a no-brainer. But it's also like, I wonder how that manifests. You know? It's really, I don't know. I'm so curious lately about stuff. Maybe not lately. I guess this is a common thing that's been happening to me my whole life, but yeah, I also found out what was that I found out recently? The few theories I might have beards, and the one I believe is that beards protect against punches. Banger theory. I completely agree. I also believe that having a thick, luxurious, nice beard will protect you from getting punched in the face. Yeah, it's like a symbol of power, right? But there's something else I read recently. Yeah, I'm just realizing how much of a nerd I sometimes seem like, huh? Softens the blows quite a bit, does it now? Does it now? I actually did not know about that. Unless you're controlling it, I mean. I can't imagine it does that much, right? It's like why cars have crumple zones. It's not like that because car crumple zones are bigger and like more helpful, I guess. It's a cushion? Is it? I mean, yeah, sure, but like at what degree of beard, you know? At what degree? Because if you have a small beard, I can't imagine that it softens blows a lot. But if you have like a really thick and luxurious beard, like that dwarf from Denshin Messi, right? I mean, maybe. Beards grow big? No, I don't think I have friends who haven't shaved in a few years. Most of my friends are still young enough that they still like to keep themselves clean shaven. I don't think I have any friends who are like old enough to have given up on their beards. In nature, we're all expected to have sensitive beards. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I can't remember what it was now. The thing I was thinking about. We didn't have raises back in that still mattered. You know what? Fair. Don't bring age in this. I've had a full beard since high school. Wow. I think most of my friends from high school. No, I don't think any of them have a full head of facial hair. I think most of them generally don't like the way that they look in it. Which is like fair, you know. Like I feel like me personally, if I was a high school aged kid, I'd feel kind of self-conscious about having a full head of hair or full face of hair, you know. Oh. Well, that's not fun. Let's try again. I gave up young. No, that's fair. That's fair. I think it's just the people that I knew. Over here's a flex to have a beard in high school. Really? Wow. I wasn't aware that was a thing. That's actually really interesting. Should have full there's some patches missing when you're young. Yeah. I mean, of course. Right? Cause like it's same with like heckin' eyebrow hair, right? I know eyebrow hair because I'm heckin', I don't know, I'm really into like visual aesthetics and whatever. Right, I'm very familiar with eyebrow hair. I know, but like I know for a lot of women, the reason they like color in their eyebrows is because their eyebrow tends to be naturally rather sparse. Ugh. Cause eyebrows are tend to naturally be kind of sparse. So anyway. I don't want to do this. See here. Oh. That's more damage than I realized. I don't know how to do it now. Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys ever tried like coloring in your beard so that you look like you have more of a beard? Microwaved. For real. I started growing really long recently. Fucked out of hair that was over 37 centimeters. Wow. That's a long one. Her eyebrows dying before you stroke. For real. Sorry, I just skimmed through what that says. I don't know what to do now. I guess I'll start. We'll go from this area then. Alright, yeah, I don't know. Like, have you guys like ever pulled out a hair that was like abnormally long? I do that sometimes. I have like sometimes when I tweeze my eyebrows, like there's one that's like really deep in the follicle, and then it's like really heckin' long. That's really weird. Really weird. Go to say weird, but I don't grow because army. Oh, feel weird when they have one. Yeah, no, that's fair. I know that like some of my guy friends who have like facial hair will often complain about how like it feels weird to have a long long facial hair, right? Because it's like itchy, right? That's weird. And you know the other thing I don't like about heckin' hair is the fact that you get heckin' what's it called? Oh, it's the heckin' ingrown hairs. Right? I don't know how you avoid ingrown hairs. And doesn't that suck? Have ingrown hairs in your face? Me personally, I don't think I would survive. Oh, let me see what I can do here. You can do this. Ah. Another one bites the dust. Not sure what the optimal strategy here is, but don't shave, no ingrown hair. You know what? Fair. That's true. That is pretty legitimate and accurate. I have a better idea of how to build this now. This might actually be doable. Yay! Alright, I gotta focus a little bit for here. Just because I have no idea if this is gonna work out or not. Wait. Scary. Anyway. Most ingrown hairs come from double or more bladed razors. Interesting. I wonder why that is though. Usually causes the cause of the most ingrown hairs. They had to curl up in the follicle would happen. I've only had one ever and it sucked. Yeah, no, that's fair. Cause like, yeah, no, I can't imagine it's a pleasant experience at all. Alright, I think I've had a couple. But I don't usually have to get rid of a lot of body hair, so it's nice, it's nice. It's nice not having a lot of body hair just because I will say, that's one of the nice parts. of having a double X chromosome. Okay, so that might be a lost cause. Okay. And again. First blade cuts the hair, but second blade can cause the hair to curl. Oh, is that the case? I guess that makes sense. No, it does make sense. This is death by grenade launcher. It's really sad. Restenosis. Okay, I'll use a different composition then. We'll pull out our Heiken snipers, I guess.
It's ready.
I don't have to worry about having too much hair when the benefit's having that Y chromosome. Shoot. The thing I was thinking about earlier, I can't remember it still, but it was something about like how women had higher rates of something as a result of having 2 X chromosomes, and the science behind that was really interesting, but I forgot the actual thing, so I can't talk about it. That's tough. But you guys, have you guys seen the recent there's a new image of the black hole at the center of our galaxy. You guys know that? It's called Sagittarius A asterisk. I don't know what they want to use for that, but Sagittarius A and then an asterisk. You guys see the new photo of it? It's really cool. Well, let me real quick. We're just gonna. Real quick, I'm just gonna mix the comp a little bit. But yeah, no, I thought it was really, really cool that we got it. We managed to get. I like how like space imaging is getting like a lot better with every generation. Like we have like all these sorts of telescopes and all these like certain fancy devices to take better photos of stuff deep into space. And like the fact that you can see the magnetic waves radiating off of the the electromagnetic waves radiating off of the black hole in the center of our galaxy is really heckin' epic to me. You know? Like that's so cool. That's so cool. I love science. Elysium's gonna die. Just on the picture you can see the lights with spaghetti if I spiraled the whole. Yeah, it's so cool. Uterine cancer off. That's crazy, Otek, really? Never would have guessed. That's insane. I would have never have thought that. Butterfly Coaster M6 and Lambda Scorpy. I don't know what that is. I haven't been that into space lately, but I also... Hold on. A butterfly cluster? I guess there is. I guess there is. Space is so cool. I don't know, there's a lot of weird stuff in the depths of the universe though. I don't know, I think about it sometimes and I get heckin'... I don't know, what's that feeling that you get when you think about space? The feeling. The Sagittarius A wiki? Oh! What do you mean visually close to the... Oh, maybe they're like little solar systems, I guess? Not including our own? Existential dread? I wouldn't say existential dread. It's like, you know how... Sometimes you think about like how existence is meaningless. But it's like also as a result, you know, because existence is meaningless, you get to insert your own meaning into existence because existence is equally meaningless to us all, right? Nihilistic depression. I don't get depression from nihilism. I get happiness from like nihilism. Because nothing matters, it doesn't matter what I do. Your problem feel so silly? Exactly. That's why. It's so nice to be a silly heckin' human in a society that doesn't really matter. Right? Optimistic nihilism. Exactly! If life and suffering is all that we know, you know, then it doesn't matter. That's okay. Doesn't matter in the end. Human enjoyment of life should be our priority. Exactly. I don't know if you guys know about this YouTuber I really like, CGP Gray. He uploads a video like once every 4 months, but honestly they're pretty good. So I hashtag something like existence. Exactly. What is enjoying your favorite streamer without a little bit of existential dread, right? Right? Am I right? Or am I right? But yeah, no, CGP Gray has a video about A4 paper, where he uses the beauty of the infinitely scaling A4 paper, and he uses it to discuss the biggest and the smallest things in the universe, which is really cool. Rules for Rulers is eye-opening. Yeah, I remember now. Sorry, I had a moment. Almost didn't remember, but that was a great video. Yeah, I like I also like the, what was it, the 7 ways to maximize your sadness. Yeah, that was a good one. Unfortunately, I watched it after I stopped being depressed, but it was still a good video. Also very close to hedonism. Also true, but hedonism is also like, you know, it's fine it's fine if you're not weird about it, right? Right, yeah. Hedonism's fine, probably. Hedonism is it's probably fine, right? Probably nothing will happen if you're too hedonistic. Aw, man, my Elysium died. If I should hit way too close to home. I think it was I think I watched it during a decent time. It was like around COVID era, right? I think it's a good time for me to have viewed it. So yeah. I don't know what else. What other ones are really good for. I also really like the hexagons are the bestigons. Yeah, hexagons are the bestigons. And also I like the latest couple where he's been like reviewing flags for the different states and also provinces of Canada. That was pretty fun. I really like content creators who do the good content creating. Content creators who content create good are so cool. I wish I was a good content creator like that. You know about hedonism? The humanist duty content creators is the only no life form keep meaningless to reality. True. But what if our joy is conquering space? You know, if we are seeking only pleasure and happiness and joy, what if our joy comes from this exploring space thing? Moral imperative to not value only pleasure but that of others. Because of not the cost of the water ecosystem is fine. Yeah, exactly. All right. Hold on, let me drink some liquid before I continue on to hedonism. Okay, so I'm glad I actually get to talk about this finally. I've been thinking about this for a couple months now. So basically, I've been getting into reading classic books a little bit lately. Mostly just because I'm kind of curious. Right? Not because I think they're gonna be a lot better, but I think it's just because I think it's interesting to understand why there's a lot of famous authors out there, right? And so one of the classic books I read recently was called The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. Do you guys want me to summarize it? I can summarize it. Honestly, that book was really fun for me. I liked it a lot. A lot more than I expected, honestly, for the first classic book that I read. Honestly, it was pretty good. Carnal dread of hedonism, right? Well, it depends on how hedonistic you want to get, I guess, right? If you're gonna gatekeep the amount of hedonism, like what really counts as hedonism, right? I'm sure that it could be also argued as not hedonism, but I don't know. Is delayed gratification still count? Who knows? Sorry, I need to skim through this real quick. I need to see what's happening on the stage. I don't know. Please explain what a book is. Alright, hold on. Sorry, let me just get my brain properly adjusted to this stage. I just want to use a different character. Okay. Anyway, so I read The Picture of Dorian Gray recently. I guess I finished it almost a month ago, so it's not that recent. But I've been reading like a chapter basically before I go to bed every night, and that's a pretty short book, surprisingly. You have a thousand. I wouldn't look at the books that too much. So yeah, I didn't even read it as like the real book. I read it in the heckin' ebook format, so I don't even know if it counts. But basically, The Picture of Dorian Gray is a it's inspired by French horror, I believe, Gothic French horror. And it's just a really interesting book, I thought. To give you like the rundown of it. Spoilers, by the way, in case you wanted to read, you know, if you guys wanted to read The Picture of Dorian Gray, I know it was released 150 years ago, but just in case you guys wanted to read The Picture of Dorian Gray, you know, just spoilers ahead, you know, skip to like at least like a half an hour ahead to the stream if you don't want to hear about it. But George is so French. For real. But yeah, so basically the Picture of Dorian Gray takes place in about 19th century London, I believe. London, England, not London, Canada, just for the record, because there is a London, Canada, and there's nothing there. And hold on. Basically, it talks about, it's the story of the guy Dorian Gray. Oh, obviously disconnected. Oh no, it's heckin' liar. Basically, the story's about a guy called Dorian Gray and his two buddies. I don't remember his full name, so we're gonna call him Lord Henry because that's how I know him in the book. He's only referred to as Lord Henry. And then there's the other guy, Basil, right? Who's a painter. What does London, Canada do? Honestly, probably nothing, as far as I can tell. There's nothing in London, Canada. But yeah, so we have... So the book starts off with Henry, who is just like a rich, spoiled kind of guy who really likes monologuing. And honestly, like, I don't really like that he sounds like me. I don't like that this Henry guy kind of sounds like me and that he likes monologuing a lot. But he's just like enjoying his like life in the summertime when his buddy Basil, the painter, talks to him about this new person that he's like his new muse, right? Basil painted something really new, and then Henry was like, "Wow, this is like a really nice painting that you painted, Basil. Like, might I ask who this person is that you painted?" And then Basil's like, "Oh yeah, it's just a new like, you know, he's like my new muse. You know, this kid called Dorian Gray. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like my painting has gotten better since I met this kid. All right." The streamer origin story. Yeah. And so, Henry's like, yeah, wow, like, you know, this boy is like really heckin' pretty. By the way, there's a lot of like homosexual undertones to this entire story, just in case it wasn't obvious enough already. But like, yeah, this is like the most beautiful boy that I've ever seen. I would love to meet him. And then Basil's like, oh yeah, no, I'd really rather you not meet him, Henry. You know, this is like embarrassing to me to say, but like, I feel like if you met him, it'd be kind of like you would be an influence that changed this kid to the point that I could not paint him anymore, kind of thing. Alright? And Henry's like, that's crazy. You're crazy, Basil. And then so they, but then, like, randomly, I guess, Dorian comes by. He's another rich kid in London. Another noble kind of character. Kind of cringe, to be honest. But I just want to make sure that these bugs don't heckin' explode, because I might cry if they do. Undertones. yeah, because I think Oscar Wilde was like homosexual himself, right? And then like, so he like, I think this might have been the story that ousted him or whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure about the whole detail about it, but it's interesting. How's it going? Did you pull for Alphonse Gato on the EX stages before? I didn't pull for the cat, but the EX stages is pretty good so far. We're talking about French horror right now. And Henry kills Dumbledore. You're so right. No, actually, basically, Dorian meets Henry to like Basil's like sadness, I guess. Basil doesn't really talk while he likes to paint, but he wants to paint Dorian anyway, and so Dorian, being really bored, asks Henry to talk to him, and Henry, being the kind of guy that he is, a big monologuer, Henry kind of says a lot of different things to Dorian, right? He's got some really interesting things, but he's also kind of a misogynist, and also kind of like controversial, right? He says a lot of really bad things, but he also says some really good things. So it's like, you know, you find it hard to dislike him, right? And Dorian, being like young and impressionable, especially found it really hard. Rule 3 mods. Why does noble in old books always cringe? Why can't we have noble that is noble? That is true. All the heckin' noble people are cringe. I finished that stage faster than I expected. Damn. We're still not even an hour into the stream, guys, for the record. Just so you guys know. I'm surprised. Sorry, just need to investigate a little bit. What's happening here? The heck if I know. Okay. We keep cooties. Basically, right? I don't know. Anyway, Henry says some really interesting stuff, and Dorian, being like young and impressionable, like eats that stuff right up, right? And so this kid is like, wow, Henry, you say such insightful things, and then you've taught me so much about the world, right? And then specifically, I remember Henry talks to Dorian about beauty, right? So Dorian is like described as a very, very pretty boy, right? Very like pure and like visually, like he looks like he's untainted by the world, kind of thing, right? Like a cherub, if you will. It's okay, that's his latte. That is the latte chicken experience. Wait. Yeah, this is fine. Anyway, femboy. I mean, I guess nowadays he'd probably be considered a twink, right? Like, I feel like in today's standards, like if we were to go by today's standards, like this guy would probably be considered a twink. Let's be real. But no, this kid is like Henry specifically talks to this guy about like, oh yeah, you're so beautiful that like you could do no wrong, kind of thing, you know? Like you ought to like live your youth to the fullest while you're still young and beautiful, or else you'll become old and you will become ugly, and you will also be inexperienced. Like, you know, you might as well experience all the joys of life while you're young. All right, and then Dorian kind of takes this to heart, right? And then he starts becoming vain, right? Even though like hold on, I don't know this. I don't do this. I guess I'll do this. Yeah, so Dorian eventually starts to become like vain, I guess, and he starts to feel like, you know what? Maybe this Henry fellow, maybe this rich guy who tells me about like philosophies of life and beauty, maybe he's right. You know, maybe I am young and I am beautiful and I should experience being beautiful, right? And then Basil, the painter, when he come back, it's like, wait, how come you only listened to Henry telling you that you're beautiful? I've been telling you that like ever since I started painting you, Dorian. And then Dorian's like, oh, well, you're boring, you know? This Henry fellow is not boring, and therefore he's cooler than you. I failed. This is a weirdly set up stage. The drama, I know. But yeah, so anyway, Basil keeps painting Dorian, and Henry keeps talking, and by the end of the painting, like the painting, like Basil declares it his masterpiece, right? It's a BL triangle. No, it's actually worse than that. Hold on, let me real quick just like set up a team so I can like prepare mentally. I guess I'll use Mumu here. Might be good. I guess I'll use. I don't really want to use dust. Subtext triangle. But we'll use you. You're probably not very good here. We'll use a melee character. We'll use. Who doesn't require a lot of thought to use? Huh. I guess I'll usually use Manticore. Why not? The worst kind of story. I don't have a normal sniper, do I? Full replace. Darn. Oh, I'm not doing the stage again. I might as well just borrow one. Might as well borrow one. Oh, this is E290. Okay. So anyway, Basil finishes painting Dorian, and then he's like this is my masterpiece. This is my my best painting of all time, and it really is. It's like the most beautiful portrait of Dorian ever, right? And Dorian sees this, and he's like immediately like super emotional, like wow, you know, like he's like literally moved to tears with how beautiful it is. But also, he's moved to tears because of the fact that he'll never, he comes to the realization after talking to Henry, the monologuer, that he'll never be this young and beautiful ever again, you know? And he has like this whole scene of melodramaticism. It's like, oh, this, like, that, though I shall age, whatever, this painting will always reflect this version of me or something like that. I don't know, like something weird like that. Right? And then Basil kind of takes this as like, oh, you don't like the painting? Okay. And so Basil goes to like rip up the painting, right? And Henry's just watching because he's like a jerk like that. But like Basil's like, yeah, if you don't like the painting, you know, I'll just like, that's fine. I value our friendship more than like you know, whatever, like the painting, you know. I know it's my magnum opus, but like you said, you're literally crying as a result of those paintings. I'll rip it up. And then Dorian's like, no, you can't possibly rip this beauty, like this most beautiful manifestation. Wait. Well, I didn't realize someone went through the enemies. My bad. Holy simp for real. Dorian is simping for himself. And also Basil respects his buddy, you know? And then basically it ends up being that like Dorian made a wish in that moment that he would never age. Sorry, he made a wish in that moment after like saying like he wished that the painting aged instead of him. All right, like how I would love to like have like the same beautiful face forever, while the painting ages for me, kind of thing. And then Basil ends up gifting the painting to Dorian himself, which is like fine and dandy, and that's cool, you know. Poggers, painting acquired. And then after this meeting, Dorian and Henry become like really good friends. They go to see operas together all the time. They talk about life and death, and they have dinner parties and all this stuff. You know, like very straight man type of, you know, hobbies, right? I love going with my best male friends to the opera to do completely, you know, heterosexual things, right? Yeah. So yeah, they have a good time, right? And during all that, Henry tells them more about like life and love and whatever. And Dorian just continues to eat it right up to the point that he like goes out one day at midnight to experience the joys of the eve, I guess, right? And he meets this like aspiring young actress who he like instantly falls in love with, by the way. Not a red flag at all. I shouldn't have put a healer so early. Maybe I can put you down in time. There you go. Maybe I'll be back to the boss fight. No worries. We have a nice day. And basically, like this young actress, he's like, yeah, she's like gonna be the next big thing, right? She's gonna be like really famous. I promise you guys. And so like they plan to go like meet this girl, right? But turns out their relationship is kind of flawed to begin with, because to start with, the girl doesn't even know his name, right? The girl, this actress lady, doesn't even know the Dorian's name. She just calls him Prince Charming, right? And also she's like an actress who does acting stuff. Like I don't know. It's a doomed relationship, is basically what I'm saying. But you know, they seem happy for a while, and it's great. You know, turns out this girl, Sybil, is like from a poor family. You know, their only means of making money is really from the acting troupe that they're part of. And Dorian promises, like, it's like, oh yeah, you know, if we will marry, then I will treat you like as the queen you deserve or whatever. And but like you know, her brother like hears this conversation and it's like, you mean you don't even know his name? You don't even know the name of the guy that you said you love? And then she's like, no, I don't, but you know, I love him, and you know, you shouldn't stop me. Alright, and the brother's like, alright, that's kind of weird. It's like, if he ever hurts you, you know, like there's gonna be hell to pay, but also he's going to Australia, so what's he gonna do? Kinda, that's the idea, right? But then like the thing is when sorry. My brain's like skipping notes because I'm playing at the same time. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so basically like this girl is like so entranced by her love that she even starts realizing, like, you know what? Like, I don't even need to be acting anymore, right? Like Shakespeare, whatever. Like, I don't need this anymore. This isn't, like, acting isn't real. You know what is real? My love for this guy that I've met like 5 times. You know what is real? This love that this guy has for me, even though he's only seen me on stage as like this, as an actress kind of thing. It's really, it's definitely like definitely weird. But anyway, Dorian invites his friends Henry and Basil to go watch one of her plays, right? Watch one of her shows. But at this point, for some reason, she's like, the one day that all of Dorian's friends come to watch Sybil act, she's like a horrible actress, right? She's like butchering Shakespeare like I would. And then to the point where even Henry and Basil both leave the show before it's even finished, right? Which is kind of like disrespectful and whatever. But Dorian is like really heckin' heartbroken by this whole experience. And so he confronts Sybil at the end of the show, like, what the hell is that, you know? This does not look fun. This doesn't look fun. I might cry here. And then Sybil tells him, like, oh yeah, did you see how I acted today? I was so bad, wasn't I? Like, I wanted to, I realized that, like, acting is all fake. You know, nothing in this play is real. You know what is real? My love for you. And Dorian's like, I only liked you. I only loved you because you were an actress. But now that you're not an actress, you're nothing, kind of thing. Damn, a girl who can't act couldn't be me. Hey Konkar, it's nice to see you. We're talking about heckin' French horror novel. Picture of Dorian Gray. Spoilers ahead, by the way, be aware. The roast he uses is actually kind of nasty. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick because I think the writing is crazy a little bit. Where are you? Sorry, probably. I don't know. I'm broken in the head, I guess. So when Dorian breaks up with this girl, basically, he says it like this. You've killed my love. You used to stir my imagination. Now you don't even stir my curiosity. You simply produce no effect. I loved you because you were marvelous, because you had genius and intellect, because you realized the dreams of great poets and gave shape and substance to the shadows of art. You've thrown it all away. You are shallow and stupid. Imagine here. That's how he says it. Right? All because she performed badly in one play, right? And this girl's like, damn, I'm sorry, you know, like, I didn't realize you thought that way, you know, like, I'll keep acting if that's what you want. I'll put my heart and soul back into it, like that's what you want, evidently, right? Like, I didn't mean to offend, the kind of thing. And then Dorian is like, no, you are shallow and stupid. Heck you. Get away from me. Yeah, literally, just like that. It's really funny. And something else with my look in the past, what happened? Right! That's what I want. This is the kind of thing I want. I want to have I want like epic rap battles of the world, but I want the lines to be out. You are shallow and stupid. Right? Anyway, that's really heckin' good. Oh, I'll drink some water. Okay. So yeah, that was fun. And basically he just leaves her crying on the ground in the backstage of the theater, right? And then he goes home and he's like, did I do a bad thing? Was that rude? Was that mean of me? Was it mean of me to tell her that she was worth nothing, right? That she didn't even stir my imagination? Was it mean of me to dump her like that? Nah, there's no way. That's kind of his line of life. Right? But he ends up staying up all night thinking about this. Like how he treated this girl, and he's like kind of like thinking about it, right? Well, I can do no wrong, basically, right? That's an adequate reaction.
This power is not.
But yeah, no, he goes home, he paces around all night. He even like looks upon his like painting that his painter friend Basil painted of him. And he's like, wait a minute, did the painting change? Right? He looks at the painting now, and then he's like, wait, did it change? And so like the face is like beautiful before, right? And it's still beautiful now. But for some reason, when Dorian looks upon the painting now, in the dead of the night after he rejects his girlfriend, he realizes that the painting looks kind of like cruel somehow, right? He looks like the painting looks somehow a lot more like sinister, right? A lot more harsh and like toxic, right? And then he's like, huh, that's kind of weird. So he like covers up the painting and he decides to like check on it again in the morning, right? He paid for those tickets. That is true, but also it's like, okay, to be fair, he's like a heckin' multi-millionaire going to like your local theater production where the tickets are $15 per person, right? Like bro, that was nothing. That was not expensive. But yeah, that's still kind of wild though. Team comp is good. Oh, drop me for someone else. But yeah, so like he ends up getting like a tiny little bit of rest, and he wakes up the next morning with a lot of like letters on his desk. $15 or so many bucks, fair enough. Yeah, so it's like Survey gives him like all his letters, and he's like, yeah, I don't really want to read my letters. Like you know what? Maybe I was a bit harsh last night. Maybe I should go back to that girl. Maybe I should apologize. You know, that's what he thinks. Maybe I did do a little bit wrong, right? Maybe she didn't deserve that bad. Maybe I gotta like apologize, right? Oh, you forget. Have you been a latte fan? Oh, it's crazy. It's nice to meet you, Otek. That's crazy. Let me see if he's immune to freeze. I just want. Oh, he's immune to freeze. Okay. And he basically resolves himself to apologize later. To go back to the theater in the evening and apologize to the girl. And he doesn't like he even ignores the letters from Henry because he realizes that Henry's like kind of a bad influence on him, right? Like he realizes like Henry, maybe that guy isn't like, I like the way he talks, but also he's kind of a bad influence, right? Yeah, that latte girl. I am that latte girl. The latte was a choice, I guess. No, don't worry. I would never. This way they were hecking all the time, I remember. That's true. I do say heck all the time. That is basically my personality at this point. But yeah, so basically Dorian psychs himself up all day, right? To prepare to go to the theater and apologize to Sybil and ask for her forgiveness, right? Saying like, I'm really sorry for all the things I said, I really didn't mean it. And he starts to feel like, you know what, maybe I do love this girl again, right? And then his good old friend, his buddy Henry, comes by, and like saying like, hey Dorian, did you get my mail? Hey Dorian, did you get my mail? Dorian's like, no. I purposely ignored your mail because I didn't want to hear what you had to say about the heckin' opera performance yesterday. Alright. Took a potty about latte. And then Dorian's like, oh, sorry, not Dorian. Henry is like, oh, so you haven't heard the news? And Dorian's like, wait, what news? And then Henry is like, oh, I'm so sorry that I'm the one who has to break this to you, Dorian, but that girl that you liked? Oh, she's dead, by the way. Calling to ask another message you sent. Yeah, literally. You show up at some guy's doorstep, like, hey, did you get my mail? Yeah, so basically Henry explains to Dorian that the girl, after the rejection, it completely broke her heart, right? Understandably so. If I was called stupid and what was it called? If I was called shallow and stupid, I would also be kind of heartbroken, to be honest. But yeah, and then so like she like, oh, this is an E for tile, I forgot. So like she was talking to her mother that night, and was like, oh, I forgot something. Like I'll be right back, right? And then she went inside to grab something, and then turns out she just like took a heckin' poisonous pill that was inside the theater for some reason, and she offed herself. And then also her mother did too. So you saw me ever go mad with power. No promises it'll work, but you know, it's definitely a start for sure. It's definitely one way to go about things for sure. Maybe I should put you here actually. Yeah, so, and then so Dorian feels really bad about it, right? He's like, damn, I practically caused that girl to kill herself. I feel like a bad person. And then Henry's like, no, don't worry about it. It's not your fault, Dorian. Think about it this way, right? The way she died was very artistic. It's very like the way that an artist should go. That's kind of the way he like says it. Oh shoot. Okay. Well, that's not how it's gonna work. And then Dorian's like, what? What do you want about Henry? My homie, my buddy? And he's like, yeah. Like, if you think about it this way, right? It's really artistic in the way that, you know, the one time she was unable to fulfill her like, she was unable to, like, produce art. Eh? Oh, left side, isn't it? Okay, hold on, I'm trolling. Yeah, the one time she wasn't able to perform art well, like the one time she couldn't, like, act to the best of her artistic ability, you know, she killed herself. And then that's like a beautiful way to go, you know, as an artist, right? Like to basically suffer the consequences of not being able to perform, or whatever the heck he also says. I don't know, something like that. She ended up to tiny bit and perform Shakespeare plays, this actually mistake Juliet did. Yeah, but like, okay, no, to be fair, there's like family situation stuff happening. Like, if she didn't, like, if she couldn't marry Dorian, she'd have to go off into like this really bad arranged marriage and whatever. Something like that. Kristen, oh, that's not the ending. That's like the start of the book. That's like 10 chapters in. Out of 20 for the record. All right, so like this, like, so it's like it's rough, right? But Henry's basically trying to convince Dorian that like the way she went was the way that any artist should strive to go, right? In like, you know, performing plays that you loved for your entire life, and then dying when you were unable to do so. Like wow, that's so like romantic, right? It's such a romantic way to die. And think about it that way, Dorian. That way you don't have to feel bad about her being gone, you know? That's what Henry says to her, or to Dorian. And so Henry's like kind of a bad influence, right? And Dorian's like, you know what? I did feel bad, but now that you said it like that, I won't feel bad anymore. Now I feel like a lightness on my conscience, because I know that the way that she died is the way that any artist would want to go. That's kind of what he says, which is it's kind of weird of him, but you know, it is what it is. Expecting heck and explode, you have a bad streak. Henry gets an A+ for effort. Yeah, I mean he convinced Dorian, right? Which is crazy. And then Dorian's like, alright, sick. You wanna go to the opera tonight? Like, thanks for making me feel better, my buddy. Let's go to the opera tonight. Let's go experience real art once again. You know, that was such a nice ending to the last night's play. Let's go experience another one. That's kind of what he says. And then Henry's like, yeah, let's go to the opera, right? In the meantime, his buddy Basil, when they like later that night, his buddy Basil comes by, like, hey, like, I understand that you, I just wanted to, like, give my condolences about the bad news, you know? I'm really sorry that the girl that you loved, like, I'm so sorry that she passed away. But, like, also, when I came by earlier, your servants said that you weren't home and that you were at an opera. I can understand being in mourning, but, like, you know, you could let me in. We're like best buddies, no? Like, surely you weren't really at an opera when your girlfriend just died, right? And then Dorian's like, oh, what? No, I was at the opera. Basil's like, you're what? I'm sorry, what? Dorian's like, yeah, I was at the opera. I was like, the way that my girlfriend Sybil died, it was very romantic, and I felt like I wanted to experience more art just like that. And Basil's like, what? What? Crazy? Basil just doesn't get it. For real. So it's like, so then, Dorian's like, yeah, like, sorry about it, you know, it's fine. I'm feeling better now. That's all you gotta worry about. So Basil's like, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, sick, dude. I'm happy for you. Yippee, right? Kind of thing. I didn't mean to do that. Can't believe I'm trolling like that. Sorry, I need to focus a tiny bit. And then a terrible relationship is locked into. We're talking about a French Gothic horror novel. It's actually not French. I believe Oscar Wilde is British, but I think it's based off of like French horror. It's called The Picture of Dorian Gray. It's a book I read recently. It's very interesting. That's too slow. Sorry. Yeah, so basically like, okay, I'm glad you're feeling better then, at least, dude. By the way, you know that painting I painted of you? Like why have you covered it up? You know, it's in the foyer here, but why have you covered it up, my guy? You mind if I look at it again? It's like my magnum opus. I'm really curious to see it again. Like I just want to like look at some like techniques that I used on it again, right? And then Henry, it's not Henry. And then Dorian, right? He's like, oh shoot, wait, that's kind of bad for me. Oh shoot. So Dorian's like, oh wait, he can't look at the painting, or else he'll see like the change that happened to the painting, right? He'll see what happened to the painting, and like I can't let that happen, kind of thing. And so Dorian's like, no, you can't, no. Don't look at that painting. You're crazy for wanting to look at that painting. And then Basil's like, did you see something in the painting that wasn't there before? It's based on French horror. Is it based on the horror being French? It's based on French horror. Although I will say, if this story took place in France, it would definitely be the former, or the latter rather. Funny picture man story. Yeah. Yes, like gatekeep. Exactly. Will is British and the book takes place in England, but the book is French. Yeah. Yes. I remember now. Thank you for the clarification. That very helps. That is very helpful. Sorry, my eyeball. Wow, that was weird. Man, this game takes too much focus. I wish I could just talk for like 5 hours straight and not think too much about the rest. Your eyeball is weird. Thank you, I appreciate it, I think. I even forgot where I was. Yeah, Basil's like, did you see something painting that you didn't see before? And then Dorian's like, oh shoot, he knows. He's like, I was like, oh shoot, Basil knows about the change in the painting. And then Basil basically is like, you know what? I'll tell you yours. I'll tell you my secret about the painting if you tell me your secret about the painting. How about that? All right. Know how to play Arknights talk to us? Yeah, but I feel kind of weird when there's no background noise and stuff. You know? I don't know. It's just like a personal thing. It's kind of weird, for sure. Might be cooked here though. In terms of gameplay, I might be cooked. And then Basil basically is like, yeah. To be honest, Dorian, I kind of like idolized you, and that's why I painted this painting. I didn't paint it for any like noble purpose. It's really bad for our friendship that I idolized you in such a way. But I feel like you have to know that you know, like this is how I felt when I painted this painting, right? And then Dorian is like, oh yeah, that's what I saw in the painting. Yeah, I saw that the reason you didn't want to share this painting with me is because obviously because you were like, you know, haha, you saw things in me that you know were kind of bad. Obviously that's why. Yeah. Try again. Arknights latte software service, exactly. You had to talk to us to play Arknights, also true. Next year, latte was connect over 7 hours. Yeah, basically, basically, the scene comes with Basil confessing to Dorian that he idolized Dorian in a way that was really unhealthy for friendships, and that he felt really bad for it, and that he didn't want like the friendship to be tainted as a result, right? And Dorian is like, ha 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 ha, for sure, my guy. That's what I saw in the painting. I saw that you appreciated me a little bit too much, and that was embarrassing of you, my buddy. Thanks for confessing that to me, though. Ha ha ha. And then Basil's just like, yeah, no problem, dude. I'm glad we can have this talk. You know, I value our friendship a lot. And then he leaves, and Dorian's like, holy heck! I just ignored. I almost bit the bullet there. You're so much service, by the way. No worries. I like talking a lot. If you guys don't listen, that's fine. So yeah, at this point, we've established that heckin' Henry's crazy and a speaker, but he speaks some good words. Dorian is going down a bad rabbit hole. What else is there? We established that Sybil Vane, Dorian's girlfriend, died because Dorian is going down the path to, like, what's it called? What's that trope called? It's like descent into madness, right? Then that's tough. And what else is there? I don't know what else there is. Yeah, but Dorian gets kind of paranoid at this point. He's like, oh shoot, why am I leaving the painting out in a place where anyone could access it, you know? I gotta hide this painting because it's like it's reflecting the sins of my past, you know? Like, that's really heckin' bad. Maybe I shouldn't have this painting be public for people to view. And so he like takes the painting up to his attic and he hides it from all prying eyes, basically. Evil painting? Yeah, evil painting for sure. Maybe if I here. I'll do that.
Yes.
We'll do like this. Okay. Sorry.
But it seems the audience can't contain themselves.
And so Dorian basically locks up the painting in his attic and he hides it from all prying eyes. And then he's like, yeah, sick. Now nobody will ever have to look at the painting ever again. Yippee! And no evil paintings, only evil painters. I think Basil's my favorite character in that he's the only normal one in the entire book. To be honest, I think everyone else is kind of like insane in one way or another. So like Basil is my favorite. He's just a guy, you know. And yeah, life is great for a while. And so Dorian ends up kind of like accepting the he ends up accepting the fact that, like, you know, the painting might reflect myself, but like if nobody can see it, does it really reflect anything, right? is it really so bad nobody actually gets to see it? And so he ends up listening to more of like Henry's advice, quote unquote advice, and he ends up like falling into like pits of hedonism, right? He does all sorts of like weird and sus things for the sake of like his own personal pleasure, and then supposedly there's like rumors circulating around town over the next couple of years that like he spends a lot of time in his attic, like a really suspiciously long amount of time in his attic, right? Or who knows why, to be honest. But I mean, obviously he's looking at his painting because everything that he does is reflected in the painting, right? And so like, oh shoot, that's not right. That's not right. Hold on, we do this. How murder is the only crime if you get caught? Exactly, just like that. Oh, there's people. I realized I'm throwing this game. My bad. I can't play Arknights anymore. I'm actually bad at this game. Yeah, so basically he's like he starts doing like questionable things around town. He also engages in like normal hobbies like learning music, painting, and history and whatever. Those are normal hobbies. But there's also like weird rumors around town and like how he like spends a long time in his attic, right? Like presumably like looking at his painting, comparing how like every single new line and wrinkle on the face of the painting is like a result of whatever action he did, kind of thing. Stage in particular is a headache. That's fair. And it's really weird, right? It's basically he's starting to get really heckin' weird, right? But he's like he still looks the same. It's been like heckin' 5 years, and bro looks the same as when he was like 20, right? Whereas all his friends around him are aging, right? And so music is not a normal hobby. Anyone who does music as a hobby is a deranged psycho. That's actually crazy, isn't it? Well, I forgot to add Myrtle to the team. Said that real quick. So I think the pivotal moment in the book is when Dorian comes back from a party with Henry. Pretty late into the night, right? His servants aren't awake or whatever. And so he accidentally bumps into Basil, who he hasn't seen in quite a while, on the street, right? And then Basil's like, "Oh, my dear old buddy Dorian, how's it going?" You know? And Dorian's like, "Oh, I'm great. It's been a while, my homie." And then Basil's like, "Yeah, no, same here. Like life's been great for me too, you know. I'm about to head off to France. I'm about to paint a new painting in my mind. I'm about to have like this really big exhibition about my art. You know, I'm glad that like my hard work is getting rewarded now, right?" And then Bill, and then names. God, there's only 3 names and I'm already mixing them up. And Cliff and Leeward for non-EX version. Oh, damn. Okay, I see what it is. That's rough. I'll probably look at the guide for the EX version then, the challenge mode version. That's what I think. But yeah, so basically, Basil asks Dorian if Dorian's willing to like share the painting that he painted, right? Like the painting that Basil did of Dorian all those years ago. And like, hey, I know it's been a while, but I really want to show this painting for my next exhibition. You know, I think it'll be a really good showcase of my talents, right? This is, you know, like my magnum opus and all that. I'd really love if you let me see it again. And then basically throughout this conversation, Dorian kind of gets like more and more angry at Basil, thinking like, oh, this is the man who painted that portrait that reflects my soul. You know, if this guy, if Basil never existed to begin with, I would never have had to deal with such trauma, right? Right? And then so he gets really mad at Basil over talking this, and then he's like, eventually like, you know what, Basil? You want to see that painting? I'll show that painting to you. And so Dorian actually takes Basil up to the attic where he had the painting all these years, right? And Basil's like, where are we going, my guy? I thought you said you lost the painting. What do you mean you're gonna show it to me? Ha ha ha! You know, nice joke. Can I go home now? I need to go to France, right? And I give you immortality. Basil's a heckin' wizard. True. But like for him, it's like I guess it's like Dorian has a little bit of he's kind of ambivalent on it. On one hand, he's really happy about his like eternal beauty, but on the other hand, it's like it's really weird for him, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but he's got like really mixed feelings about it. On one hand, it's like interesting, but on the other hand, he's like, damn, I'm getting to see the taint of my soul in real time, right? And so he gets really mad at Basil for this, and then so he ends up going to the attic and shows Basil the painting, which at this point is like really old and withered, and there's like all sorts of like, it does not look like Dorian, right? Like Dorian, the body has not changed in all these years, but the painting has like withered to an unbelievable degree, right? And it's really kind of crazy, right? So Basil's like, oh shoot, what happened to the painting? That's actually like, you know, it's actually crazy. I'm so sorry that you had to go through this, my guy. I didn't realize that the painting I painted on a whim would do this to you, you know? But like, the thing is, it seems like Dorian doesn't really want to be pitied like that, right? And because he doesn't want to get pitied, he actually gets like again, Basil's sympathy only makes him even more mad. And so he ends up like, yeah, the entire confrontation in the attic ends up with Dorian killing his friend Basil, right? They were very close for a very long time. And so Dorian killed Basil because he really hated the painting, I guess. I don't know. Ambivalent. Ambivalent. That's what I mean. Hold on. What is this? I feel like I'm watching something very cursed right now. No, KOB! Oh, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked, hold on. Please stay alive. I have no clue what's happening on my screen right now. Ambivalent? Did I say it wrong? Ambivalent? Bees? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Wait, what are the chances? What are the... No! Damn, that was close. A is short. Just in the cell. Whatever, I'm not gonna think about it too hard. I read too much to not to say words right. Anyway. Sorry, my heart rate is a bit spiked right now. So I can't remember what things good. I can't say good words. It's not as impactful when I'm talking about death while I'm playing a heckin' fast-paced action game, huh? It's not as impactful. Anyway, Dorian kills his best buddy. And then he's like, aw, shoot. That's crazy. I don't know what I should do though here. Basil's dead. Yeah, Basil's dead. Oh no. Crab brave. Let me back to your proper pronunciation. God dang it. It tells people he's designed exactly like a League of Legends character. I've never heard that description before, but that's so great. That's amazing. Maybe I get an even holds module. You think that'll work? Stored attack speed +3. I think this might work. Always too low level. 5 levels too low. Maybe if I give him more levels, he'll be fine. Realistically, I'm almost there, right? I'm almost there.
A very fascinating recording.
Very fascinating recording.
I don't say that with irony. Nobody ever
Open a third mod? Okay.
Safe for himself.
Do I have a third? I don't think I have a third module right now. Yeah, we don't have a third module right now. Okay, then I'll wait on it. It's fine. Hopefully 10 levels is good enough for him.
Lord's Island has need of it.
That's what I'll say.
To its fullest.
I'll try to say ×2 speed take when I come back. No worries, take your time. The book? What book? I don't remember books. I forgot to bring a marital again. Hold on, let me find my Zen zone. Zen zone 0. Basil's dead and Dorian's evil? Yeah. Okay, specifically after he kills after Dorian kills Basil, the painting also develops like blood on their hands, you know, because like Dorian's hands are bloody because he killed his friend. And then he's like, yeah, that's kind of creepy. But now he needs to get away with murder, right? He thinks about it for a while. He's like, you know what? Technically, nobody saw me and Basil enter my home, so I'm probably safe. Everyone thinks that Basil went to France, so that means I'm probably safe for like a while before he's found out. That just means I need to get rid of the body and all the blood, right? That's basically what he says. Just eat the body easy. that's what it was. That's your story, right? And so to get rid of the body, Dorian hits up an old friend of his. Friend is said with a certain kind of a certain tone. It's not really a friend. It's more like an old acquaintance, right? It is implied. Actually, I can't say that yet. Sorry. Brain is mush. Let me try again. So after Dorian kills Basil, Dorian decides that he needs to hide the body, or if not hide the body, he needs to get rid of the evidence, right? That Dorian killed Basil, because you know murder is still looked down upon in this kind of generation. And so he decides to enlist the help of one of his old friends, Alan. I want to say his last name is Campbell, but I can't say for sure because I don't know what the heckin' Westerners' names are like these days. Is he rich? He is rich, so he has a lot of connections, right? So this Alan Campbell fellow, I'll call him Campbell. It might not be his last name for sure, but I've always been one to spread misinformation sometimes. But he calls up his old friend Alan, right? And Alan is like saying like yeah. Alan's not really on the best terms with Dorian. In the past, they seem to have some kind of disagreements, right? And so they're no longer in contact, right? But Dorian reaches out to him, saying like, yeah, you're like, I have literally nobody else to turn to, you know? Like in helping me, you could be saving many lives. That's literally what Dorian writes in his letter to Alan, right? And so one of his servants brings Alan to Dorian. One of Dorian's servants brings Alan to Dorian. And Dorian's like, thank God you came, right? Like, I really desperately need your help for something, right? But Alan is like, yeah, no, I only came so I could tell you in person that I'm like, whatever it is that you want me to do, I'm not doing it. Honestly. I think killing others tends to be a societal faux pas in most places, yeah. Hold on. I see something coming, but my nose is still itchy. Ugh. I hate that feeling. Bleh. Forgot. I lost my place. It is implied, sorry, that Alan and Dorian had a situationship in the past. Crime of passion. It was a crime of passion, to be honest. It kind of was. Yeah, so like it seems like the Dorian and Alan seem to have a situationship in the past, right? For some reason now, like they're not close at all. They used to be really close, like, you know, bosom buddies, right? But now for some reason Alan doesn't want to talk to Dorian at all. Crazy, right? And so when Alan says like, yeah, I'm not doing what you said, Dorian's like, I killed a man, Alan. And Alan's like, what? Dorian's like, yeah, I killed a guy. And I was like, sure.
Stronger dynamics.
I don't know why you told me. But alright, dude, you know. That's basically how it goes down. Oops.
Stronger dynamics.
And so, but when Alan plans to leave, he promises not to tell anyone that Dorian committed the crime. But Dorian writes him a note, presumably blackmailing him because they had a situationship. Alright? And then Alan is kind of forced to stay. He's a very like promising and upstanding scientist of the new generation, right? So that's why Dorian had to come to Alan to ask for help to get rid of the body. But like he's evidently not very happy about it. But the last stage, yeah, we are on the last stage. With the situationship, it means that they were probably doing unspeakable things behind closed doors. That's all I'll say to you. Alright? They had something going on for sure. But you know, you can't talk about it. It's a heck in Victorian England. On the trim metal yet? Oh, I forgot there's a trim metal here. Dang. I completely forgot. That actually completely slipped my mind. Ah! Nightingale, no! Oh, I might be cooked. It's a very overt undertones. Exactly, exactly. Let me make sure I'm wait, hold on. What happened? How'd that happen? I don't think I can get all the medals for this one. Dang, okay. Easiest way to beat the boss is through the medal? Really? Okay. Okay, I'll take a look. Medal set details, medal list. Oh, I didn't do that. Oops. Guess I'll do that another time. Clef B defeated and eat his first or second form from damage from a waste heat vent. In both his first and second forms. Medals was worded. I mean, even still. This seems hard, no? Am I crazy? Maybe I just don't beat it today. Maybe I'll just look up a guide on YouTube. You know, gotta call your battles when they are at, right? When they're due. We'll do something easy in the meantime. We'll do paradox simulations. Yeah, we have a lot we gotta do. So we'll just do it for the last 20 minutes. How about that? Wow, under the debuff. Oh, okay, I see you. But is that not from damage of the vent? Okay. Okay, I see you. Happens on this year by far? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look up a guide for this one. I don't think I could do it myself. Ah, I gotta sneeze. Survive. Okay. Okay. I'm good. Anyway, we'll do the paradox simulations instead. I don't want to do the rest. I'll look up a guide and I recommend you guys do as well. Yeah? Wait, 3 tries down. Yeah, I'm gonna do that another time then. Jesus Christ. In the meantime, I'll keep telling you guys the story I read. I did not mean to talk about it for so long. My bad. By sheer coincidence? Dang, nice. Anyway, Dorian gets his old buddy Alan out for blackmail to basically dissolve the body of Basil, and it takes all night, and Alan is absolutely traumatized by the end, but you know, he did it. Dorian is like also traumatized because he committed a heckin' murder. How do I do this? How do you do that? I don't know what happened to the body. It was basically dissolved using like sulfuric acid, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what they did with it. No one's clear first try, but challenge took much longer. Yeah, I'm not gonna do all that today. My brain is kind of brained out. I used up all my energy earlier, and now I'm just retelling a story, and that's taking longer than I anticipated because it's a longer book than I anticipated. Waiter White the man. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Walter White. Yeah. Waiter White. What am I talking about? So yeah, that's cool. That's fun and epic, right? That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. How do you do it then? Yeah, anyway, so Dorian is like traumatized from the murder, right? And so he goes around to like opium dens or whatever afterwards to like try to forget the consequences of his actions. Right? And then he comes up with like an old acquaintance who has like gone into bad times, right? Apparently a lot of people who met Dorian ended up into like really bad situations, like they're like addicted to drugs or like killed people or, you know, miscellaneous stuff, and they all ended up very poorly, right? And then while at the opium den, he actually chances upon heckin'. You guys remember that actress from way back when? Oh shoot, okay, that's not how you do it. Bruce Last? Okay. I forgot Yato Box 2. Oh, Yato Box 2. I forgot. That makes sense. The dead one, yeah, is his dead ex-girlfriend. Remember how she had a brother who went to Australia? Yeah, he found out that his family died and was at an opium den, and he just happened to hear about Dorian being there, right? And he does like, well, the guy doesn't know Dorian's name. He definitely heard like a nickname, right? Some random person called Dorian Prince Charming, and then the brother was like, wait, Prince Charming. So he basically finds out who Dorian is and plots to like enact murder or revenge for his sister. Which is like, that's valid. I would do the same. This is what I'm gonna do. What the heck? Okay, that's not how you do it. Tell me to go full block in my bombardment? Oh, okay. Yeah, basically, the brother of Dorian's ex-girlfriend, finds out who he is and plots to like kill Dorian, right? And he like ambushes him behind an alley with a gun, right? Like, oh, you killed my sister, right? Like I heard what you did, right? And Dorian's like, oh, sir, that couldn't have possibly have been me, you know? Like, look at my face. Like, how long ago did your sister die? 18 years ago? Gosh, you know, I barely look 18 myself. That's what he says to this guy, and then the brother is like, oh, I guess you're right. It's like, it kind of just like, I guess he just brushes it off, right? I'm not totally sure, like, but it's like he realizes that, oh yeah, there's probably no way that Dorian could have done it, right? But then he finds out that like he doesn't age for whatever reason, and then the brother realizes, oh, I did get the right person after all, and so he has to like follow Dorian back home or whatever, and he plots to commit his crime and whatever. It's great. It's great. My name is Nico Montoya. You killed my sister. Prepare to die. Just like that. Just like that. That's basically what it is. That's basically what it was. It's pretty great. But like, you know. Oh shoot. Okay. Sure. Okay. GG. Yeah, okay, this next part of the book is kind of like fast, and I'm not gonna describe it very well. I only described the fun parts, like the murder one, well. But be free then. Yay! Yippee! We take those. But yeah, so basically Dorian goes home. He kind of gets stalked by his ex's brother the whole way. And then one day they're just like Dorian and his buddies are just playing heckin' I don't know cricket or whatever, and then or they're hunting and whatever, and then the guy just heckin' accidentally gets shot and dies. That is the plot. Huh, interesting. That's kind of anticlimactic. Yeah, he just like he gets shot and dies, and then like people are just like, oh, who's that died? Like, you know, I'll pay the heckin' like the funds needed to, I guess, like, you know, whatever, right? That's tough. But then Dorian finds out, oh, that's the brother that died. Hey, that's good for me though, right? Like that means I don't have to worry about like this revenge, this so-called revenge that he had for me. Nice, right? And then he also finds out that the guy who cleaned up the body for him, Alan, right? The guy who used the acid to dissolve the body, he committed suicide, right? And then Dorian's like, wait. The horror, the French horror. I mean, basically the whole thing of this up to this point is written in a way that is kind of like horror-y, right? Like the horror of like committing murder and like the mental illness that comes afterwards, right? That comes with committing murder. That's all written in a kind of horror kind of way, and also the fact that the painting has been changed the whole time. Those are all like very horror-y elements. That's basically it. Scribbles things will work out for you. Kind of, right? And then so at this point, Dorian's kind of like, oh shoot, like, you know, all the problems that I've thought I might have, they're just gone now, you know? And like, he's still talking to Henry and whatever. Henry's still being weird and whatever. But basically, he consults Henry like, you know, if I've done some bad things, like, do you think I could still become a good person? And Henry's like, yeah. Probably. You're beautiful, Dorian. For beauty will like resolve all sins or whatever. That's what he says. And then Dorian's like, well, you know what? Henry's never lied to me before. He must be right. And so he does like one singular good deed. Like Dorian does one singular good deed, and he's like, you know what? Maybe I can become a good person again. Maybe I can revert all the like the bad changes on my painting. Right? Maybe all the bad changes on my painting will be forgiven, you know, kind of thing. That's what he tells himself. He's like, maybe, right? Like if I become a good person, my painting will restore itself to its former glory. And so he commits one good deed, and he goes back to consult his painting. Like, oh yeah, surely now it must be normal again, right? I looked at his painting and it's not changed because he did one good deed and he committed crime and stuff and other stuff, right? Like, let's be real, my guy. Like, that's kind of weird and cringe. Let's be real. And so I don't think I was supposed to do that just then. Oh well. So he realizes, like, after committing one good deed, he didn't actually become a good person, right? And then he gets mad again, right? He's got anger issues at this point in the book, and so he decides to rip up a painting because, you know, this painting is the cause of all his heckin' troubles to begin with. So why should he tolerate it? You know, he goes to rip up the painting, and so he takes the knife that he used to kill Basil, and he rips the painting. And then that night, all the servants hear like this horrifying howl that goes through the entire house, right? They saw that their master had to go to the attic, but they don't know what happened to him. They just heard that, like, you know, the scream that reverberated the entire house. But they were so worried because you know, Dorian hadn't come out for a very, very long time, and they made their way to the attic even though it was locked because like there's a window. They had to crawl in from the outside. And then on the ground, they found an old withered man, right, like lying dead on the ground, in front of the painting that was like the perfect painting from his youth, right? And then he found out who died when, you know, they check the logs. And that's the end of the picture of Dorian Gray. Yippee! Doing one good thing doesn't absolve you of all crime you ever did. I might be in trouble. That's funny. That's quite funny, actually. Oh yeah, that was honestly fun story. I love this. I thought it was really interesting. I liked the way that it was written, and I can understand why it's kind of considered a classic novel for sure. And it's also surprisingly easy to read. I don't know. I liked it quite a bit. Kappa. I don't know. I think it's a nice ending. You know, like bro decides, like, you know what? I want to be a good person, and then he tries, and then he realizes, oh, I'm not a good person. I'm just a vain person. And he, you know, nothing happens. He's the same as he always was, but he's now more vain. That's all that it is. Yay! Did I saw a movie like that before? Maybe. I feel like there might be like movie variations on this. I wouldn't be particularly surprised. Guess I put them in the wrong spot. Less than 3 blocking half the effect. Oh, I see what it's supposed to be now. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. I understand. Wakaru. Yeah, so that's the story. My voice is kind of tired. Forgot how to say words. Thanks for the gift, Otech. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the membership, G. Very nice timing. Each gifted sounds like separate good deeds, so you have room to sin a little bit. Yeah, I think you know, sin is the natural part of life. If you go through all life without sinning a little bit, you're probably not living your life to the fullest. That's what I believe. So yeah. Now I'm tired. I feel like I didn't explain it as good as I should have, but I'm burned out now. I used all my energy today, so I get to chill now. Yay! Yippee! I do skip with my friend. Otik is allowed one more murder. Whoa, hold on. Let's not say like that, alright? Again, it's a pretty complicated book. Yeah. I do think it's like consider like how do I say, books nowadays aren't written the same way they were 100 years ago, which is like valid and fair. You know, language has changed a lot in the last 100 years, but it's also like, dang, you know. What do you mean language changes over time? Oh. I was not supposed to do that, okay. I use these more retroactively, so not one. Hold on, what do you mean retroactively? You're saying you're sinning first before doing a good deed? That's a little bit questionable. But yeah, no, I just like the way that it's written, I think. There's some really interesting stuff, right? There's a lot of, you know, I don't like to be the kind of person that likes to quote books to be fancy and cool and whatever. But maybe I do just a little bit sometimes, right? Sometimes it's like, you know, it's right. Should I be concerned? Surely not, right? Surely not. Hold on. I don't really like to quote a lot of books and stuff in general. But there's some really like nice lines here, you know? My favorite line in the book is all art is quite useless. Yeah. Honestly, that's pretty real. All art is quite useless. Thank you. Thank you, Oscar Wilde. His lived experience in the books is valuable as an eye into the time. True. I think my favorite part about not historical, but older books is that they reflect the society that one lived in, and like, right? And so like, each book is kind of like a time capsule into the past, which is pretty interesting in and of itself. I remember the quote when they are applicable. That's also fair. I think it takes a certain kind of person to remember quotes a lot well. Oh! I didn't even do that. I'm trolling. I'm actually selling. I've actually sold the game. Let's see, what else? What is a good? What is a good line from this book? Books be look cringe. I think it's interesting to read books, right? I think people that can put their thoughts into words well are pretty interesting. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. I don't like that quote. It deliberately downplays actors. You know, there are heckin' thousands of people over history who played Juliet and Romeo and Juliet, right? Thousands more played Romeo. Surely, right? It is also from Oscar Wilde. Well, I think he's got some base quotes and some bad quotes. He's got some good stuff and he's got some bad stuff, you know? They can't all be bangers. Also, I play and the language ruined it. Story is interesting, but the old English is awful. I get that. It happens a lot. I'm currently reading A Tale of Two Cities, and that's kind of how I feel. But on the plus side, it's a really good bedtime story for me. In the sense that when I read it, I fall asleep really easily. But I've been curious about what the hype about Tale of Two Cities is about, so... What is there? Is there anything good in here? Is there anything good in here? Oh, I like this one. Hold on. The quote is, nowadays most people die of a sort of creeping common sense and discover when it's too late that the only things one never regrets are one's mistakes. So true, bestie. I say, calling a heckin' dead author from the 1800s bestie, yeah. Also, would be good in anime plot though. That's pretty interesting. I think right now it's hard to create an original story, right? Most of the stories are already taken. But it is cool. It is cool. It is cool to have a lot of books and language and stuff. I forgot how to say words. That's why I'm not a writer, you guys. By the way, for the record, I'm not a writer because I can't say words good. If I was less funny and if I was more introspective, I'm sure I would be a great writer. Just saying. That's I used to write fanfic when I was in 8th grade, so you know that's how you know. Okay, that was easy, actually. I was kind of scared, but okay, that's okay, nice, cool. Yay. There are two types of people that like math, people that dislike math, and those who can't count. Damn. Now I need a latte fanfic reading stream. I don't think I kept any of my fanfics from my young years. It's a love triangle, but one of the girls describes herself as a dude, which the other girl likes. Dang! You know what? Real. They do say the best men are women, right? When it comes to cosplayers, some of the hottest some of the cosplayers that make the hottest men are actually just women. A boy fam. Alright, I know there's actually this cosplayer. Her name is Karina. Wow, that woman, her I don't know how to say this in a normal way, but damn, that woman can cosplay. I don't know how else to say it, but damn. I think I blundered here. Reverse low light moment. I don't know what low light is. Anyway, I have nothing else to say. That's all my brain juice is used up. You guys just get to enjoy gameplay now. The men were the better women, so where does the circle end? The circle ends when... Well, that's the point, isn't it? Circles don't end. They have no definite ending or beginning, right? They only have their midpoint. And surely that's all that matters. Wow. That was a lot more effective than I anticipated, to be honest. That was more impactful than I anticipated, actually. Wow. Crazy. Oh. CEO hieroglyph. Oh, did really good Andriana cosplay. Really? I didn't know that. You're really wrong, Sally skin. I use this one. I think it's because I just had it. Right? I think I'm using this one because just because I had it. I think I used the other one for a little bit, but this one is the one I'm using right now. You know? That's really cool though. I'll have to look that up. The low light cosplay. A little bit curious. I'm a little bit curious. This might be the last one, I think. I'm getting sleepy. I used up all my words. There's more I wanted to talk about, to be honest, today, but I'm sleepy now. You do some brain fried? Yeah, I used a little bit too much RAM today, but it's okay. It's all good. Oh shoot, Dragon Girls. What do they want me to do here? I see now. I understand now. You know what? I feel kind of stupid now. Diamond Con just thought he was a good cosplayer with a creative Arknight. Damn. Okay. That's crazy. I want to cosplay now, guys. I want to do cosplays. Don't kill the dogs with that. Don't worry. They're made of wood. They're not real dogs. Okay. I'm pretty sure they're deer or something like that. I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, no, I was thinking about going to some cons this summer again. It's been a while. It's been a couple of years since I've been to a lot of cons. Or specifically since I cosplayed at a con, because I haven't cosplayed at a con recently. So that's gonna be exciting. I don't know when. Probably going to Anime North in Canada, and perchance also I'd also go to Fan Expo in Canada as well. I'll tell you guys which day, obviously. That's kind of... Okay, so not that. Try it again. They are real to me. Fair enough. Well... I don't know what else to say to that. That's tough. That's tough. But again, I'm excited. You know, I wanna cosplay again. I might get a new cosplay. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it though. So that's gonna be exciting. That's gonna be exciting. I think chat is way too based and cool to go to cons. It's okay to say that you don't have cons in your area. It's okay. I understand. It happens. You know, it is what it is, you know? Socially awkward, one of the two. It's okay, you know, it happens. It'd be like that. HalCon like twice, like a decade ago. I was going to Con my island for the past 2 years, but it hasn't looked worth visiting. No, that's fair. Oh shoot. I zoned out for a minute. I can't remember how to do this. I'm poor, also fair, also fair. That's the tough part about cons. The ones in Canada, I don't know all over the place, but the ones in Canada are pretty expensive when you go on the Saturday. I know the weekend pass for one of them is like $100 or so if you go the entire, like all 4 days. But the Saturday day itself is like $50, which is fair because there's a lot of people on the Saturday, so I don't think I'll go on the Saturday. But yeah, I think I think I've gotten better at cosplay because I got better at makeup stuff and like I've learned more about styling and stuff. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do a good cosplay this time when I'm able to do it. But you know, who knows? You know, only God knows. Maybe not even God knows. Maybe God isn't real. Maybe nothing is real. Maybe none of us are real. Are you guys real? I don't think you're real. I haven't seen definitive proof that YouTube chat is actually real, so I choose to ignore it. I choose to believe that you guys are lies by the government. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm not real? Good, good. I think I'll go on Saturday? No, I think I won't go on Saturday. That's what I said. Unless I do go to Saturday and then I'm just lying to you guys. That could also be the case. Definitely possible. Hard to say, hard to say. Accident happened 4 years ago. Yeah, it's time to move on, guys. It's time to let go. Anyway. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I can't possibly ignore you guys. I value my sanity too much. You guys help me realize that life is real, and that there are things in this world worth living for. That's what you guys remind me of. Oh shit! I may be cooked here. Actually, I think I jumped this kill too early. Nice! Yay! You know, we're allowed to say the Paragon truth out of exactly. When have I ever lied to you guys? Name one time I've lied. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad we had this discussion, you know? Oh, right, I need to buy the new I need to buy the Ling skin. How many more of these do I have to do? I have 6 more. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, we'll probably end it here. Probably not doing any more today. I'm at 20. It's 21! No! Alright guys, I'm gonna spend the next few days on a farm. I'm gonna spend all my off-stream time farming for these 2 skins, alright? If you guys forgive me, next time you see me, I'll have both of these skins. The rest, maybe not. I don't really care about the rest, but these 2 for sure. Oh, this is cute too. Yeah. How do we remind you that life is worth living? I don't know. I feel like life is pretty worth living regardless. No, I don't think I need a reminder. But I appreciate the. Did I say something like that? I don't think I'm a very joyful person. Maybe. I don't know what to say to that. I don't remember what I said to lead to that chat, so I don't have anything to say. Is it the dragons? Exactly. You say that not even a minute ago? I don't remember anything. My memory is actually... You said we remind you that life is worth living? Oh. Latte, okay? No, I'm not okay. My memory... This is why I need to have a notebook where I write down all the stuff that I think about, you know? If I didn't have this notebook, I would probably not remember anything. Ever. Oh, somebody also added me on stream. Let's see who you are. Oh boy! Thank you, random person on my support list. Take a look. We're gonna judge this person right now. Very nice, very nice. This is not the right person. Hold on, I'm actually selling the game. Hold on. Where are they? Here, this one. Very nice, very nice. Oh boy, nice, nice, nice. Okay, banger, banger. Can I not check further? Okay, guess not. Oh well. Can't wait for the gym for you promised 2 minutes ago. Let a camera view. Oh, right! I need to reply to an email. Thanks for reminding me, Fonzie. Thank you for the reminder. Holy heck, I almost forgot. I have an email I need to reply to you guys. If there's a chance, I'll be joining a collaboration with another Arknights YouTuber we'll do account reviews per chance. Assuming I remember to reply to that email because I keep forgetting because this person sent me an email like a week ago. I keep forgetting. I'm just letting you guys know right now if I do announce it, so you guys don't get too surprised. But that's something that I saw an email for, and it's a really nice email, and I like to write about this. And I need to look at the channel first real quick, and then see how the content is like. But there's a chance that this person is gonna be a nice collaboration for us. So If I like them, you know, I'll let you guys know. If I don't like them, I'll also let you guys know. So we'll see how it goes. It's a 4-hour world. I have no clue. I forgot. Spoilers. Who is it? I can't remember. I just remember seeing the email when I woke up one morning. I was like, oh hey, nice. I've always wanted a nice email like this. You know, I like this. I like this. And then I forgot about it for a week. So I heard of the collab. Really interesting. Okay. I'll put it in my pocket. Remind me. I guess you guys can't remind me, huh? But I need to reply to the email. I feel so bad because I left it on red for a week now. But oops, my bad. So anyway, speed talker. I'm talking brain dead. Heard another VTuber talked about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll look into the channels and I'll see how it goes. I hope that this will go well. So I hope it'll be okay. Yeah, so I'll see you guys then. Maybe not then, but I'll see you guys whenever. I'll let you guys know if anything changes, anything happens. If you guys ever are tuned into the members chat and the members side of things, I'll do my best to do some updates there as well. So thank you guys for joining today. It's been a nice 2 hours with you guys. I hope you guys had fun. Even though I talked about a book for an hour and a half, but I hope you guys don't mind. And I'll see you guys next time for, I don't know what we're, karaoke, I guess? I think we're doing karaoke next time. So we're doing karaoke next time, so I'll see you guys for karaoke next time. Alright, have fun, have a good day, don't die, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, goodbye. Bye.